Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starladder Season 9 coverage. We're here at the tail end of the EU round robin, and, well, we've got 3 games coming up today. What's up, LD? How you doing?
I'm good. Sigma forfeited. They still had an outside shot at the LAN finals. Not anymore.
It was a grim chance. They already have 5 losses. We can take a look at the grid real quick.
And now they have 6, and they have 0 chance.
Yeah, so this obviously has not been updated, but yeah, with 6 losses, no chance, and they blamed it on some connection issues. Apparently,
Apparently, 3 of their players were having connection issues.
So I don't know if they were in an internet cafe or if there's just some
I feel like there's
problems.
more to the story.
Yeah.
But
get on that
we'll
detective
find out
hat.
soon.
Yeah, maybe that breaking story. Who knows?
There you go.
So anyway, we've got our second game coming up here, Fnatic versus Power Rangers, and this is another one of these games where Fnatic, I guess we can glance at the grid once more. Fnatic are kind of on the cusp. They have that 8-win, 5 losses. There's a very small chance that it could result in like a tie break where some of the teams with 5 losses could be fighting for that 4th slot. But a lot of things have to fall in line for that to happen, and one of those things is for Na'Vi to take some very unfortunate losses against teams they should really win against. Na'Vi are in a pretty good spot. They only have 3 losses right now, and most of their matches remaining. One of them is against Sigma, who are obviously having some issues right now. Then they've got one against Insane versus Aware, so obviously Na'Vi are the heavy favorites there.
I mean, at this point, with Sigma having 0 chance, maybe they just take a default loss again.
Take a breather. Yeah.
If they take another forfeit, I think Starladder in the past, if you have too many forfeit losses, they just kick you out of Star Series. Like, you automatically, you don't get to play relegation matches, you're just out.
They don't take kindly to forfeits around here.
Well, I mean, you run a tournament, you pitch to your sponsors, hey, we're going to have this many games. You know, these are the hours of content we're going to provide to the viewers and your brand exposure, and then even have forfeits, and sure, the teams are eliminated, but Starladder and their sponsors aren't going to be happy about that.
Yeah. So, all right, well, let's hop into our draft here. We've got Fnatic versus Power Rangers, and there we go. Nailing the production.
I feel like
today,
every time that we have a Power Rangers game, like every time you say the name, it should play like a little clip from. You know how Arteezy plays like the Young Lean song every time he uses the Song of the Siren?
Yeah.
Like every time we say Power Rangers, it should just play like a little 3-second snippet of the music.
Like that. Just getting you revved up.
Little electric guitar, you know.
Yeah.
Get the people riled up.
I mean, I could be into it. Could work. Apparently we're having some more sync issues here, LD.
Yeah.
Always forever sync issues.
Well, when the stream's been up for this long, I think that's when the problems really start cropping up. So,
yeah. So, all right.
We can restart it.
Yeah, context of this game, though. Fnatic, they had first pick. They grabbed themselves the Dazzle to get things going. Power Rangers respond with the Bat Rider Shadow Shaman, and then Fnatic grabbed themselves the Mirana. Now, their Wisp was banned out, but they'll opt for a 3rd pick Tiny here. And, wow, these teams, they know what they want to do. They spent some time on the 3rd and 4th bans. Power Rangers right there with an Ancient Apparition response, and they'll grab that scary support duo known as Rasta and AA. Just a nice synergistic combo.
This is the preferred support duo of the Chinese teams as well.
Yes.
Something that's been... Shadow Shaman's been very popular for a few select teams. I think notably Liquid, as well as Cloud9 run it on occasion, but... no, actually, no, not so much Cloud9. Liquid, and there's another team. Well, occasionally Cloud9 run it, but it's normally as a solo mid, not as a support.
Yeah.
But yeah, the H apparition everyone loves, West and East, pretty much. He's been a little less popular lately, but I like the first overall pick, Dazzle. It's just such a versatile hero. Good late. I mean, I don't have to pitch him to you. You're a big Dazzle believer. I'm growing fond of the first pick, Dazzle.
Yeah, he's good. He can be a little bit of a paperweight if he doesn't get anything in the early game. He is not good in that position 5, just no support, no levels, no last hits, and just kind of running around. He can't really clear out the jungle too effectively.
Oh, wow.
Holy Toledo. Fnatic, they came to play, and so did Power Rangers. They'll grab a 4th pick Sniper, but here we go. That's No Tails Meepo, and I am excited. Now, the real question, will this be the support Meepo we've heard so much about?
I guess so. They already have the Tony. You can run Meepo solo mid.
10 seconds remaining.
I reserve judgment. I'm not sure.
5
Also,
seconds
Trixie
remaining.
has been playing carry occasionally. Does he play carry this game? He was on the Ember Spirit. Generally, Era is the tiny player. I wonder if they're going to change the roles up there, but Yeah, I
could.
mean, you can run the Meepo solo mid. Tiny should be the safe lane farmer. And the Putka! Look at this Dota.
Wow.
Putka Meepo. Micro skills, Michael skills combination.
So this is wow.
Tiny? What is this draft? Era's on the Mirana. So is this a support? So I guess it's either support Meepo or support Pudge. I assume support Meepo.
Yeah. Especially with No Tail picking up the Meepo, I think that'll make some sense
What
here.
is this? What is this? What?
A Scandal Zeus, Moon on the Sniper. So that means it will be a position 1 Sniper, probably in the safe lane. Not that solo mid-roll where the few times we have seen Sniper pop up in this group stage of Starladder. Well,
He's been solo mid.
Yeah, he's been solo mid, at least all the games I've casted. And here we'll see Scandal playing the Zeus, presumably in the mid lane. But boy, this is when Starladder gets exciting. The tail end of the group stage, Power Rangers know they're not making it. Fnatic, they know that there's not too much on the line, and they're going to give one shout out to their fans, and we'll see some No Tail Meepo.
Yeah, this is how you go out. Not like Sigma did with the forfeit.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Poor Sigma.
Here we go.
Oh.
All right, Meepo, Tiny, Pudge, and even the heroes like Zeus and Sniper. I mean, this is fun.
Yeah, this is.
I'm on board with this.
So,
Davai.
I'm enjoying. Shout out to Nuxie for a beautiful Dazzle set. Oh, should we check it out here? Oh, the new Dazzle set. Look at you. Look at all those
How are
cosmetics.
you not up on the Dazzle sets?
You know, I'm slacking on my Dazzle cosmetics. I bought the last one, but I might have to go make a new purchase here. This looks pretty cool. I'm into it.
All right. Let's introduce our teams here.
All right, we've got on the Dire side, Team Fnatic. It will be Hani playing on Tiny. It looks like he's still Hearts Missy. So
it's
that's,
a support Tiny, I want to
good
say.
news.
Or it's just like a roaming Tiny.
Yeah, I know they'll block the camps to get things started here, make Batrider's life a little more difficult. No Tail will be headed to the off lane here, playing on the Meepo. In the mid, it will be Trixie on the solo Pudge, and up top, that will be Fly supporting on the Shadow Priest Dazzle, and Era on what should be a position 1 Mirana based on how Era usually plays, but we'll see. The sky's the limit based on the early laning setup here from Fnatic.
Boots first Tiny, Boots first Meepo in the off lane. I'm pretty sure Hani's just going to roam. Probably try to go mid, toss the Zeus into the Pudge, and get a first blood with rot damage.
Yeah.
And just right clicks. We'll see if they can pull it off, but well, for now, on the Radiant side, you've got Team Power Rangers. They're mighty. They're morphin'. You've got FNG handling your Shadow Shaman. Solo mid will be Scandal. Still a stand-in. I mean, I guess he's basically their 5th, maybe just dealing with contract issues.
Yeah.
Playing the Zeus.
He's on the official Starladder roster now, so he's one step closer to becoming official.
One step away.
He's on
and
the
the
overlays.
Tiny is making his move mid, it looks like. But yeah, Cheshire Cat, offlane Batrider, Moon on your Sniper, and that does leave J4 in the Ancient Apparition, and this could be our first blood. Boots first Tony, but FNG is in good position to keep the Zeus alive.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zeus is
Look
just
at
such
this. Tri-lane mid.
an easy target. And yeah, we see the Dazzle up actually on the low ground here. They're just waiting for this opportunity. They're waiting for Scandal to move to the low ground, and here we go. There's the toss forward. Pudge, he's ready with the rot, but oh no, Shackles on to Hani. He's in big trouble. There's the shallow grave. Scandal very well, maybe the first to fall, and he will. First blood comes out for the Tiny. Trixie almost survives, but Shadow Shaman will finish him off. At what cost? That'll be his own life. It's a 2-for-1 going the way of Fnatic.
Det Pub Dota. This is straight out of a pub game. Roaming Tiny, Boots first, toss him into the Pudge solo mid for first blood. This is what always happens when the Pudge is on the enemy team, right? Like, he's got a competent set of allies. They actually know what they're doing. If the Pudge is on your team, he's feeding that first blood. But,
yeah,
well, Fnatic, in a game that probably won't matter for them, off to a very good start.
Yeah, certainly right. And always exciting to see the Zeus pick, but he will struggle against Pudge. Any good Pudge is just looking for an opportunity. Is Scandal playing this well, hugging the creeps, not giving Trixie any openings, but things don't get too difficult until Pudge has that level 4 hook, maybe even level 3. And, well, we'll just have to be patient until then. In the off lane, looks like No Tail is struggling a little bit against the Sniper. He's 2-0 in last hits, and Moon is 7-1, and holy Toledo, Pudge will get picked off in the mid lane. Pardon me. Rotation from FNG, and they'll finish him off. He was hanging around with pretty low health, but they'll punish it.
Well, yeah, and he just got the double kill, so that's a big kill. Already has his boots. Did he spend his gold? No Tail taking some damage bottom lane. We'll get cold feeded here, I think. Nope, just makes it out.
Yep.
Did he spend his gold first? He did not have bottle.
Oh, God. Zeus will get killed in the mid lane here. I'm looking at the Meepo, and he very well may fall. Now there's a rotation coming in from the Rasta. One more auto attack ought to do it. And, yep, No Tail get picked off by J4. And up top, can Cheshire Cat possibly be in some trouble? No, he's got Firefly. He'll be just fine. He takes a poison touch, but will survive. And and yep, he'll be just fine. So, wow, already 6 kills here in the first 2.5 minutes. These guys came to fight LD.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat's Firefly wore off, and he is stuck on the cliff, so not having a good time
God.
to start things off.
And of course, he has no TP, so he'll be waiting to use that courier, perhaps, and not even 3 minutes yet. No TP on the courier, who's still walking around. That's a sad story for Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, Firefly has cooldown, so you can use it to get off the cliff, but...
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's got plenty of mana.
Then he'll have to be careful while it's on cooldown. Normally you just want to have it ready for when they go on you, but...
Yeah.
No, he does get off the cliff. He'll get his experience. I mean, compared to the offlane Meepo, pretty much even. Now No-Tail already has 2. That new change to the Meepo, level 3, and you get the 2 Meepos. They'll send... Well, I say new. I guess it's a month or 2 old at this point. But
yeah.
yeah. He'll go stack... He'll still look to start stacking the jungle here, and later he'll go and farm the stacks. Normally Tiny is good at clearing them, but he's a support level 2 Tiny, so maybe not so good.
Yeah, and Hani's just hanging on the high ground here, looking for an opening perhaps in the mid lane, but...
They're going to use the Tiny and Meepo together, so we'll see potentially just the double Meepo arrival.
So this could be a toss in, and he actually doesn't have Earthbind yet. He is level 3 with Poof. And is he holding on to a skill point? I think he is, so maybe he'll grab that Earthbind.
Yeah, potentially, or maybe they just actually go for the 2 points of Poof. It is more damage that way, but until Pudge hits level 6, they might need the extra lockdown, so... It's the one issue with running Meepo, well, one of the many issues with running Meepo off-lane. Hero is very level dependent, and he's getting okay levels, but it's not like a safe lane farmer. Mirana's already 5, and Meepo would be as well if he was top. Smoke gank coming mid.
Yeah, it looks like they'll make a move, but the rune will spawn bottom, and Illusion going the way of the
Hani and No-Tail have been spotted here by the smoke gank. There's a Radiant Observer Ward. They just walked up the cliff. They're in a lot of trouble.
Oh, no. There's the toss down to the low ground, but Tiny will get destroyed to start things off. The poof in from No-Tail. He's in big trouble. That'll be an easy double kill going the way of PR. And,
they just tossed, they just tossed him in to get fed. What was that from Hani? Oh, my God.
I don't know. Perhaps
he's like, you know what, No-Tail? Have a death, buddy.
Maybe just assuming, well, we're dead anyway. We might as well try and do some damage as we go out.
I mean, they're on the high ground. They revealed the smoke gank. They knew exactly what was waiting for them on the low ground. So yeah, a bit debatable. But
a little bit unfortunate. But
good news is No-Tail respawns almost instantly because he is only level 3.
Yeah.
So he's right back at it.
That is one way to look at it. Trixie has now hit level 6. He's going to pick up a smoke, and as will the Ancient Apparition. So maybe we'll see this Pudge start moving around a little bit and utilize that Dismember. We'll see a rotation from Hani back down towards the bottom lane. And Fly, he'll just hang out in the top, trying to babysit this Mirana. Era is doing pretty well in last hits, actually just about even with this Sniper. Both of them top in the charts, a few last hits shy of that 30 creep kill mark.
Well, as you would expect, roaming Tiny, if you don't keep on getting kills, you're running off-lane Meepo, you are going to struggle quite a bit in terms of farm. And now the toss in bottom, they've tossed in the Putka right onto FNG. Looks like it should be a kill.
Yep, and even the Earthbind for good measure there. Shrapnel comes out from the Sniper, but won't be able to do too much by himself. Sniper is level 6, did not opt to grab the Assassinate. A 2-2-2 build. A little bit of everything. Interesting Sniper build here.
They're going mid now.
Yep.
It's like a free Blink Dagger for the Pudge. The toss combo, it's a bit gimmicky, but if you are able to just isolate enemy heroes, it's quite effective. The issue is, when you get to the mid game, you've got a under-leveled support Tiny, and speaking of which, walks right into 3.
Yep, he'll get hexed straight away. A lot of damage comes out, and Shadow Shaman just finishes him off with one more Ether Shock. And wow, this Power Rangers roster, they have some serious burst damage in this early game.
Pudge wanting to find a kill here, but will he isolate anybody? There's a Sentry Ward drop, but FNG is going to walk right into Trick. No, there's another Sentry. He just can't find an opening.
Oh, wow.
Actually, he might go down here.
He needs to be very careful. He'll walk into it. FNG playing this smart. There's the hook, though. Not as smart as I thought. I thought it was bait, but it'll just be a feed. All right. Trixie adds another one to the board, and now team support coming in. They'll try and converge on him. There is a lasso available. Shrapnel comes down. A couple of headshot procs. Trixie in big trouble. Tiny on the other side of the tree line, but no. Hani's just going to watch his brethren die. He'll turn around and head back to lane. See you later, Trixie.
Meanwhile, suddenly No-Tail level 6, really getting the... looks like he's been rotating one of the Meepos around, getting a little experience top, and, well, getting close to the triple Mappo.
Yeah, and Fnatic did take out that
bottom lane, they've initiated. On the moon, there was a toss in, follow up with the net, and another easy Meepo kill.
Yeah, even though PR have a lot of damage, they have a lot of easily gankable heroes between Zeus, Sniper, Ancient Apparition, and Rasta. Batrider's the only one that's a little bit more elusive. Everyone else once the Pudge gets on top of you with Rot, you're in big trouble. Same goes for an Earthbind or any other one of their disables. But Fnatic did get the first tower kill, so they'll find themselves a little gold
mid lane hook. Oh!
Just off the mark.
Just barely
Radiant's
missing.
bottom tower is under attack.
But it is a little scary to play against Fnatic. Like, sure, their lineup's a little clowny. They don't know. There's some issues with the hero composition and like team fight and that sort of thing. But
laning
Ancient
phase is
Apparition will come bottom. But yeah, they're just the threat of the gank is just terrifying. Like,
Radiant's
you have to
bottom
be worried about
tower
like
is under
Tiny
attack.
throwing in a meepo who suddenly brings 2-3 meepos to the fight with poof.
Yeah.
You have to be worried about hooks coming out of nowhere. It's just. It's the psychological aspect of this draft that's very just terrifying and annoying to play against.
Yeah, this would be a 10 for a
Radiant's
gank
under
on the
attack.
Hexagon, I think. This is
And it's like a 12 for like the piss in your pants factor.
Yeah. We need a special
A wet pants meter.
a special Septagon for that one. When there's a,
septic.
when there's a wetting your pants factor. It's
Oh, man.
oh boy.
Well, No Tail bottom lane has just hit
Radiant's
level
top
8.
tower
He's
is
going
under
to TP back to
attack.
base. He'll be healing up and
Yeah.
just they're just constantly hunting for pickoffs now, and you could see Power Rangers actually have
Radiant's
all their
bottom
towers up
tower is
except for
under
one, but
attack.
they are now suddenly terrified making a move. And the main issue is they've got 2 wards mid. They have no wards in their jungle, no wards bottom lane, and just a bunch of easy heroes. Arrow did connect on Moon mid. They tried to set up an arrow, but it was not quite long enough.
That was almost a close call on Moon right there. The arrow connected from long range, and Trixie threw a hook into the tree line there, off the mark, but a little close for comfort. Scandal, he'll bump into Era here around the tree line, but no kill will come out. They'll just kind of harass each other. Fnatic looking for the opening, though. This is definitely some scare factor at work here.
Oh, Zeus ult. I think Era's going to take down. He's very low. No, not low enough.
Ooh. That was pretty close as well.
Radiant's bottom
Another 30
tower
damage
is
or
under
so, and I
attack.
think it would have shattered.
Well, yeah, that's just PR being terrified.
Yeah.
Like, you could see they do not want to go off on their own, because any hero off on his own is just food, and again, it goes back to their
Radiant's top
vision.
tower
They
is under
have
attack.
2 wards mid, and they have no wards in their own jungle, and they don't have a tier 1 top, so they're not getting anything off the map. Then again, neither are Fnatic really, since all they're doing is hunting for kills, not farming, so...
Fnatic are getting a little bit. If you look at the gold graph, it's slowly dipping in favor of the Dire, but really not by much. Like you said, they're putting a lot of resources into maintaining gank opportunities here. Batrider does have a Blink Dagger, though, and that is something that could be scary for Fnatic.
Oh,
Down
bottom
bottom, Meepo, yeah, he'll get stuck inside the shackles. There's an Avalanche. Blink forward from the Batrider. He'll connect onto one of No Tail's Meepos, but Ancient Apparition and Shadow Shaman will fall. They'll
Meanwhile,
get a kill in the
middle
mid
lane.
lane.
Yeah, the Pudge ends up getting 1 kill there, and then Zeus kills him with the Ancient Apparition ult, bringing him low, and Zeus finishing him off. So, was a 1-for-1. Pudge hit a hook on the Ancient Apparition to set that up.
Yeah, they almost got a return kill on Cheshire Cat down bottom, but that Earthbind was off the mark, and I think if it had connected, it probably would have been enough for a kill. So he will survive, and actually, PR find an okay exchange there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 1-for-1 mid, but they got the extra kill bottom, so...
Yep.
Once again, Fnatic coming out on top, and the Sniper's going drums, Moon pretty close to... like, against this Fnatic draft, I guess he's just feeling like they're going to be constantly fighting. I need anything to help me tank up now. Era looking for an arrow.
Yeah,
Bottom
Cheshire
lane.
Cat, he knows he's in a little bit of trouble here. Has the Blink Dagger, but no lasso available. And, oh, he'll reveal himself. That'll be the end of his Blink Dagger. Ancient Apparition ult will fly, connects with the Tiny. No Tail, looking for an opening, but nope. Tiny will just die to the Zeus. Cheshire Cat in big trouble, though, as the Earthbinds come out. There's the support coming in. Batrider won't survive, but nor will the Meepo.
Oh, he bought his Blink Dagger
Radiant's
before
bottom
dying.
tower
Nicely done
is
by
under
No Tail.
attack.
And now Era, he'll have a haste rune, and that should ensure his survival, but Moon, he'll be here to intercept. It's just the Sniper, though. Does have an Assassinate. Won't be enough damage. We'll throw it out anyway, and yep, Era will just scoot back to the well.
Well, now things get scary. Meepo already has his Blink Dagger. 11.5 minutes in. Granted, they had the Tiny, but Tiny can't be everywhere. So this just gives where's Meepo pretty so. This gives him a lot of versatility to set up his own solo kills, and frankly, Meepo can solo kill Sniper, Shadow Shaman. I'd say pretty much any of these heroes. There's nobody who's durable enough to deal with a Meepo 1v1.
Yep.
And now the boots have traveled. So Fnatic's plan is just let's just go around killing shit. Basically, that is their game plan.
BOT's first item on Pudge. That if that doesn't scream gank, then I don't know what does. We'll see Power Rangers pressure the mid tier 1 tower. Roster wards come down. Glyph comes out straight away from Fnatic. There's a double damage rune on the Meepo, and it looks like they want to converge in this mid lane. There's a blink forward from Cheshire Cat. He'll catch Hani. Dazzle nearby with the support. We'll throw out a heal. Shallow Grave comes out already. And the other side of the fight, Moon will get caught by the Pudge. There's an Earthbind. Sniper will be the first to go down. Ancient Apparition falls shortly after. Tiny also gets picked off, but still a good-looking fight for Fnatic.
Oh, another hook, reeling him in. Trixie connects,
boy.
FNG will fall. That was great. Oh, no tail, blinking forward. He's got the triple Mappo effect now. That was just a great Tiny play. He tossed the Pudge hooked in one, and then Tani tossed back another, so Pudge was doing rot damage on top of both, and they just melted at that point.
That hook was a
and now
pretty
blink
close
forward.
call.
No tail, not done yet.
Cheshire Cat in big trouble. He'll get stuck in the Earthbinds. That'll make her an easy Sacred Arrow, and that'll make it a 4-for-1 here in the mid lane. Tier 1 tower will take a little bit of damage. Ancient Apparition ult will connect with no tail. There's the ult from Zeus, and FNG hops in to finish him off with an Ether Shock. Shackle on to Trixie. Will it be enough? Arrow will finish him off. Moonlight Shadow flies, and Pudge will walk away with just a few hit points to spare. Will also burn a smoke, just to make sure he's got that extra bit of movement speed to make it back to safety. Era on the high ground. He'll throw a Starstorm. A little bit of a greedy play there.
That's
He's
a
in big
tactical
trouble.
feat. No, he leaps. Dodges the assassinate with the leap.
What a player. This guy.
Wow. I didn't actually know you could do that.
Yeah, I actually was... That time, I guess it just has to be really clutch timing.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah,
a really fast
yeah,
missile.
Yeah.
But,
It has to be, like, perfectly timed, I guess.
yeah,
Not sure.
there's a very small window of invulnerability there as you're in mid-air. But well done by Era. He knows his limits, and he survives. So a little flashy here in this mid-game. 12-14, only 14 minutes into this match. And Fnatic, they're actually coming out ahead. They've got themselves a solid 5,000 gold lead, just about a 4,000 experience lead. And Power Rangers, they're falling victim to the heavy gank of Fnatic here, LD.
No, they're not done. These wards are fantastic. Cheshire Cat, there was a toss in, but it was on a creep.
Oh, no.
Oh, they wanted to toss in the Meepo. I think they can still find him. No tail. That's a feed.
Oh, God. He just walks into the whole team.
So Hani fucks up the toss, and then No Tail's just like, I'm going in anyway.
Why? He'll get stuck inside the lasso here, but a nice defensive hook will pull the Dazzle back to safety. Not sure if that was meant to grab the Dazzle or the Batrider, but it'll work out for Fnatic as Fly stays safe and sound in the Tier 1 tower.
As much as Fnatic's lineup is... Oh, another hook. Oh, not going to connect. They're annoying to play against, but being this aggressive against Zeus ult and Ancient Apparition ult, very easy just to give up like 3-4 kills.
Yep.
They just put out so much damage, and Fnatic are likely to be low HP between rot, as well as just constantly diving the Tier 1. So... Power Rangers are definitely not out of this.
Certainly not. They're doing a good job utilizing the AA ult in tandem with the Zeus ultimate. And he's actually just about to hit level 11, so that'll make that ultimate duo a little bit more potent. AA, he just picked up a casual cloak. He said, I'm struggling a bit too much up top. Oh, Cheshire Cat. He'll get picked off by the Meepo. So if No Tail can isolate you, he can still solo kill these heroes pretty
mid
easily.
lane, Pudge, Invis, looking for another kill. Fnatic just constantly being aggressive. And he'll find Moon.
No, Moon's in big trouble. That's an easy kill on the sniper. Can he connect? Maybe I spoke too soon here. He does connect with the hook. That'll be enough to secure the kill, but he will pay with his life. So a 1-for-1 here in the Radiant jungle. It's not over yet. Fnatic hops forward. There's the toss. Avalanche onto FNG. They will throw the Moonlight Shadow as well. He'll pull out the other shock, but it just isn't enough.
Lol, Setsu salt.
Oh, boy.
Doing work.
And there is actually a Sentry Ward down here. But nope. Looks like Arrow will walk away.
Yeah, nothing. They're not that good at chasing. Well, the Batrider's trying to hunt.
And he has a lasso available. There could be a potential kill coming out. Nope.
Radiant's top tower
Oh boy,
is
what a
under attack.
bloodbath.
32 kills at 60 minutes. 2 kills a minute. This is full-on Russian Dota. And neither team is Russian.
Yeah, very true. No Tail's farm. Looks like he's working towards an Ag Scepter. Has himself that point booster now. There's a Maelstrom out on Era's Mirana. And Cheshire Cat, he grabs himself a Haste Rune. Working towards that Force Staff. But still a little ways off the mark.
Yeah, so Fnatic need to keep on just getting items, because if they just try to team fight against PR, even though they've got good pickoff potential, if it's like a well-executed team fight by both teams, PR just have way more damage, way more burst, and more like overall AoE. Oh, hook top lane.
Yep, just falls a
Trixie
little bit
barely
short.
missing from the smoke.
Yep.
But yeah, basically just keep on finding pickoffs if you're Fnatic, farm the Meepo eggs, and take it, not late game, but more like just towards like that 30-minute mark where Meepo has 3-4 items.
Another close call on that Ancient Apparition. When Pudge is smoked up and he throws a hook, do you just sort of see the, if you're on the opposition, you just kind of see the hook appear out of nowhere, or is the hook actually
you just
invisible?
see the hook.
Okay, you see
It's
a
like
hook.
any other spell. It's like you see the actual spell, like animation and stuff.
So you can kind of infer where Pudge is from it, even though he stays smoked up.
Yeah, you see a giant hook coming out of thin air.
It's kind of
put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, it's little bit weird there. But Sniper's farm is, it's okay. It's mediocre. He's about 4.5k on net worth. Hold that thought is, there's a blink lasso.
Meepo's coming.
In a little bit of trouble. Will get the grave off. He would have shattered, and he still very well may. But FNG, he falls to the wrath of the Meepo. Dazzle dies.
Dude, this Meepo is just getting owned by Scandal. Oh my god, he's doing way too much damage.
Yeah, but actually J4 gets picked off in the top lane. The tiny Pudge combo still proves pretty effective. And across the board now, Fnatic, it'll be a 3 for 2 across the map. And they're mid-tier 1. We'll take a little bit of pressure, but the glyph comes out.
If Fnatic lose this game, which seems decently possible, and it turns out they would have had a shot to qualify if they had played a real draft, how are they going to feel? But
pretty darn bad. Moon gets hooked to the mid, but it could be a feed from Trixie coming out. He'll get the suicide off, but oh, the avalanche, just not enough damage. And now Hani, he's in full retreat mode. He'll take some lightning damage, and that should be a pretty easy kill to finish him off. Zeus actually finishes him with one more arc lightning. Now Fly, he might not be out of the clear quite yet.
They have no mana. They're just
okay.
Wow. I mean, it is a very remote possibility that Fnatic even has a shot to qualify. I'm just saying, like, it is like, technically I think it's still possible, so.
Yeah, they've got 5 losses right now, and the Stars would have to align. Na'Vi would have to take some very unfortunate losses to teams they should win against, and if your predictions about Sigma come true where they end up forfeiting their remaining matches, then that makes Na'Vi's time even easier because they do still have a Sigma game remaining.
Yeah,
but you're right. There is still that sliver of hope.
I'm enjoying the show. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally on board with these picks. I'm just theory crafting. But No Tail looking for a kill bottom.
And FNG, I don't know if they see him in the trees here. I think he's still in fog.
They have an observer ward at the bottom rune, but they did not see him walk specifically into these trees. Still, well, FNG is just like, oh my god, no!
Oh, there the pigs come out. Aaron knows it. He throws the arrow. It'll be off the mark. But they've got vision, and that's half the battle. Pudge, hook online. Can he do it? There you go. See you later, Rasta.
Yeah, easy kill.
Does get the hex off, but that doesn't stop the rot. So
I didn't even mention arrow. Like, there's already the blink Mappo. There's the toss-in on the Pudge. Now there's the hook and the arrow to worry about. It's just like 1,000,000,001 ways to die.
Yep. What is that show from Spike TV? 1,000 Ways to Die. That's, this game in the
the show. This game is like that show basically. Now they're just gonna have a cliff party. They'll be waiting to see if someone comes to farm this camp.
I feel like we need to turn that into a segment for the show. 1,000 Ways to Die. What is the scariest draft? This is pretty
just
high
like,
up there.
Yeah, or just like the most ridiculous like kills of like the week or whatever.
Yeah, 11 out of 10 on gank. What? What is the ideal roster? Bring in the Fnatic draft.
Yeah, unbeatable draft. So strong.
11 out of 10 for gank. 12 out of 10 for scare factor. Looks like we could see another fight break out. Arrow will fly. Blink forward from Cheshire Cat. That will keep him safe from the arrow, but almost blinking into the danger zone. He will just
danger
Firefly.
Zone indeed.
Yeah, this entire map is the danger zone this game.
Yeah. Also for Fnatic, it's sure like their PR's not as good at ganking. They have the bat, but it's just Fnatic, like a slight overextension is just a big 5-man feed between H Apparitional. He's also maxed Ice Vortex, which means all of the Zeus's nuke damage hits way harder. So yeah, they've got to be very careful. Like Meepo died from almost full HP mid.
Yeah.
Instantly when he jumped in.
Well, Tiny's going to go for a recovery Midas here. Arcane Boots
21-minute recovery Midas.
21-minute Midas, no other items. We'll see how that works out for him.
That's a Blink Dagger. Like,
yeah?
That is basically a full Blink Dagger on a support Tiny, which does add quite a bit. You can blink it, toss the back to team, No Tail might get caught.
Oh boy, he'll walk right into it, but there's a couple of Meepos. He'll actually pull out the Rostam wards, a poof in, and will barely do any damage. Hook. Oh boy, an arrow! Both of them just barely off the mark.
Fnatic need target practice, man.
Bittersweet.
Bring them back to Smash Bros. You remember in Smash Bros they had like hit all the targets?
Yeah.
Fnatic needs to go back to the Smash Bros.
Sniper 666. Not sure what that's all about, but apparently this sniper is in bed with the Dark Lord.
Tyrion Flex would be proud.
So, poor Meepo.
This is getting scary. If Meepo doesn't have a good start, that hero is very hard. Like, sure, he farms quickly, but you're always going to be in this arms race where they can just burst you down for full HP. Arrow coming in mid. Won't connect.
Ooh. Not
another close arrow.
Yeah, not that far off the mark in the trees here. Trixie, he's lining it up. FNG, he'll get hit by the hook. There you go. Easy rot dismember in the trees, but he'll get hexed. He'll get shackled. Can they turn this around? There's the AA ult. Oh my god! He does go down, but still, that was
Yeah, he did not dismember the... If you dismember the enemy hero while they're being hooked in, there's nothing they can do. But
yeah,
that was a shorter range hook, so the window of time to get it off is a bit lower.
So that's a 1-for-1 and actually a decent trade for Power Rangers. They'll trade to support for the solo mid Pudge. Although it's not over yet. Double damage rune on the Mirana. Fnatic with the Moonlight Shadow. They'll try to do a wraparound here. Sentry Ward down, but it's on the Dire side. There's the blink forward from Meepo. The blink poofs. And the Mad Bomber will fall. Can they find this kill on the Moon, though? He doesn't have a TP for another 20 seconds.
Batrider's coming in with a haste turn as well. But will he find a pick off? Has dust. Not using it yet.
Just looking for this opening. Maybe he'll be able to catch one of these guys off to the side. Nope, he'll find Era. There's the blink forward. Lasso pulling him into the low ground. Team support is inbound, though. He'll leap to the high ground. And he survives to toe the tail. Now maybe they can punish this. Earthbind's flying like crazy. One will connect onto Scandal. He throws the ultimate. Fly puts the grave on himself. There's the defensive Yules, but Arrow connects, and that'll be the end of the unstoppable streak for Zeus. And Fnatic will walk away. 2 kills richer. It is a 2-for-0 exchange.
Trixie's just going off on his own. No, the team is coming with him. Will he get a hook?
And the juke's not going to be there. And again, FNG on point with these hexes. Will get the wards down. Ancient Apparition ult will fly. Arrow off the mark. And Ice Blast only connects with the Mirana. They'll clear up these wards here. A little bit of extra gold going the way of Fnatic. All in all, not too bad.
Yeah, Fnatic's late game is fairly scary if you think about it. There's so many gap closers that Sniper is going to have a hard time not dying when it actually comes to a full-on team fight. He's gone phase, drums, Yasha, so pretty mobile build, but how much is move speed really going to help you when there's all this shit flying around from Fnatic? The blink daggers, the toss initiation, the arrows coming in, the hooks as well.
Not a fun game.
Hard game to be Sniper, like in a proper team fight. But at the same time, well, No-Tail's been somewhat shut down this game. 5-7. The Tiny went for recovery Midas 4-6. Era is doing well, actually. He's your leader. 5-1-3. So overall, I'd say Fnatic have very good late game.
Yeah, especially since Era's farm is so
Even
strong.
though they're feeding, just like their lineup goes quite late, but PR probably have the better late game supports. Like, they might not have... Sniper can be a very strong late game carry. Oh, hold that thought, PR. Looking for initiation.
Yeah, and Engage could break out here. They'll start off on the Tiny. Throws out the Lightning, and there's the blink forward from Meepo. They'll do a lot of damage to this Rasta, and down he goes. Zeus has enough damage to finish off Tiny. That makes it a 1-for-1 to get things going. No-Tail taking a lot of damage, but he'll get graved up, and that'll secure the kill on the Sniper. Looks like Meepo will survive, and that's a 1-for-2 here in the Radiant jungle.
Yeah, No-Tail's going to TP out one, and then he can poof out the others, leave one behind, and basically be right back at full HP. He's got Scepter complete now as well, so gets a lot harder to kill. And
yeah, also level 18, so that's that 3rd point divided we stand, and there are now a lot of Meepos out on the field.
The infestation grows.
Yes, indeed. Mirana working towards a Manta style here, and you know, Mirana not traditionally considered a hard carry, certainly compared to someone like Sniper, but the difference is in farm. Mirana's a good 50% ahead of him on net worth or so. So, given those margins, Mirana will be able to carry just fine, at least into the mid-game for the next 15, 20 minutes or so before that Sniper really starts to...
Well, yeah, and that's assuming he doesn't die, and he could well continue dying. Like, it's not easy to get farm and stay alive against this Fnatic lineup, so...
The struggles of a Sniper against this lineup are...
Struggles of a Sniper against almost any lineup, but yeah, this
lineup
especially against this lineup. This lineup is, like, tailor-made to make Sniper sad. Honestly, he's 0-4. I consider that pretty good, considering the lineup he's up against.
Yeah, I would as well. But, you know, when are we going to see the day where Meepo actually works on the net worth chart? And it always makes me sad every time I see it. It's like, oh, No-Tail, he's sub.
No, dude, No-Tail's just a scrub, man.
He's just a scrub. He's at
farm.
900 net worth.
This guy. I can give him some lessons on CS. Bottom lane, they've gone in on Moon.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a dead Sniper. Easy peasy.
Yeah, just a blink into a net, and then the follow-up of the Pudge walking in and killing everything. So.
What is this Pudge going to get a blink dagger? That's when things will get extra scary.
Trixie's going Pipe, which they actually do desperately need against the Zeus, Ice Vortex, just all the magic damage that PR have, and the Apparition ult, so I think it's a good choice. It's not as sexy, though.
Yeah,
definitely not as sexy.
Good way to put it. Ancient Apparition ult.
Am I lagging out?
Yep, that would be on our end.
It might be the server.
I think it was the server. We didn't drop any frames, so that was our end on the server.
Yeah, well, the players didn't pause it, so it's not. It's like, yeah, like our connection to the server.
Yeah, but 170 MS. But
there's your blink dagger on Hani.
No packet loss. Yeah, he will delay the pipe. And
well, no, Trixie's going for the pipe, but Hani gets blink.
Well, he does actually delay the pipe. He grabs a Force Staff before finishing it up. So
you're right.
Could just be a Hooded Defiance, but
I think getting pipe is well worth it this game, but maybe he'll go back for it.
Yep. And
they need either that or several BKBs, and farming BKBs is going to take a while.
That's tiny with the blink, though. I keep thinking, in my head, Hani solo mid, this is a Hani Pudge, but no, it's Hani on the rotating Tiny and Trixie on the solo mid Pudge. So,
PR have gotten a gem. You definitely want to keep vision down for the enemy team, although No-Tail's hunting. He's got a net here.
Oh, Bat Rider. He'll be able to blink back to safety.
Is he safe? Is he safe? I'm not so sure. He's got a gem. He sees No-Tail coming. He's trapped. Oh. This is a gem down. This is a huge thing to feed.
Oh, no.
Oh, meanwhile, mid. There's also been a hook into the base. They found J4. They will bring him down. And now, Dota lagging.
Yep, the lag continues. Scandal. Nope, they'll be okay for now. So yeah, now things starting to look a little bit more grim for Power Rangers. That was even pretty well played by the Bat Rider. He juked a lot of those Earthbinds. He even juked that initial Avalanche, but just not enough. There's the toss forward. And, well, Avalanche will be off the mark, compliments of the Yules, but straight into an Earthbind, and that'll be the end of Scandal on the Zeus. Now Rax could be fair game. This Tier 3 tower will take some pretty heavy pressure. No glyph available.
Time for the Fountain Hooks. Oh!
PR with 3 dead, and 5x status pretty grim. Zeus just picked up his Veil of Discord. A pretty unfortunate time for him to get picked off.
Yeah, Meepo, much like a Lycan, you lose a fight against him, you just lose your base, because sure, neither of the Meepos hits that hard, but you've got so many.
You've got enough.
5 of them.
Yeah, they just truck buildings.
So collective damage is like 500 per round, volley of auto attacks, which is pretty substantial.
Certainly so. That will be the end of the bottom lane of Rax. And yep, J4, he's just going to get obliterated. Arrow to finish him off for good measure. Cheshire Cat, he'll get hooked. And No-Tail, he's taking some damage, but they don't even need another lane of Rax. That'll be the GG well played. And, well, Fnatic go out in very stylish form. A nice 15,000 golden experience lead. Only 33 to 23 in 29 minutes of gameplay.
What an entertaining team, though.
Yep.
I mean, Fnatic, they know how to put on a show for the viewers. Sure, they're not going to do it in like a huge LAN finals where there's a lot of money on the line. They probably still won't go to Kiev unless some very weird things happen.
Yeah.
But they get the win, so technically they're not out of the running yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, No-Tail is constantly asked about his Meepo. It's pretty much become a legend. He knows the fans like it, so it's nice to see that kind of any opportunity they have to spice it up a bit with the picks, run a Pudge, run a Meepo.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons they're a fan favorite.
It's like we could run a Pudge, we could run a Meepo, we could run a support Tiny, or we could just run all of them together. Let's just like throw shit at the wall and see if it works. And it did work.
Yeah, I mean,
outskilled PR.
Fnatic's a team that, even though they haven't posted the best results during their tenure in Dota 2, they have a loyal fan base and they know how to please the crowd in games that are not quite as serious. So.
I just wish we had the voice chat from that game. Yeah. I just can only imagine No-Tail during that. But
on both sides of the coin, I would have liked to hear how Power Rangers responded. Just seeing the final
like,
draft.
What is going on? You can't game plan for that, right?
Yeah.
Nobody does that in scrims.
You can't draft around.
The best game planning for that is playing a lot of pubs.
Yeah, actually,
but even then, like playing all against all those heroes, and they're like a well-oiled machine version of the pubs.
Yeah,
you know, the Tiny just roaming at level 1 gets the boots first, and
wow. So
that was a fun interlude.
Yeah.
Do we have like more serious games coming up next, or?
Well, serious-ish. We'll take a look here. Fnatic will take this.
The next one's pretty important.
Yeah, this is actually important. Cloud9 versus Relax. Cloud9 are pretty heavy favorites coming in, but the reason this is a big in, we'll take a look at the grid pretty quickly here. Cloud9 are right on the cusp. They are 10-4 right now. 4 losses is kind of that magic number, where if you have 4 losses, there's a good chance that you can make it into the top 4 and an even better chance that you may get stuck in kind of a tie-break scenario with 2 or 3 teams fighting for that final slot. So Cloud9 absolutely need this win. This is their final match. They've played 14. There are 15 games to be played. So if they want at least a chance of making it in the top 4, they need to win this game. And there was a post on one of the subreddits that K-Pop Toast made talking about the different theory crafting.
All the different scenarios.
Yeah, all the different potential scenarios. And the moral of the story, for the kind of like the slow and skinny to boil it down, Cloud9 have to win this one. And if they do, they're in a pretty good chance where their fate will be in their own hands. Worst case scenario, they'll have to do a tiebreak against Na'Vi. And that'll be a difficult match, but still, I mean, not any more difficult than what they would face at the LAN finals anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. The worst case scenario, they at least have a shot.
So
if they win. If they lose, then there's a very good chance they do not go.
Right, that'll put them in that 5-loss territory, and that's where there is like that, it's like a 1 or 2% chance that there could be a 3-way tiebreak for the final slot if you have 5 losses, and that's where Fnatic have a very small chance, especially following that win. So,
Basically, Fnatic need to win.
yeah, Cloud9 need to win.
Sorry, Cloud9.
Yeah, Cloud9 need to win, and well, Fnatic need to keep winning as well. But
Fnatic need to pray to the Dota gods.
yeah, so we're going to have a break here, guys. It's actually just about a 30-minute break, so we've got a good long window. Cloud9 versus Relax will be coming up next. I'm Zyori. With me here is LD, and, well, Starladder action will resume after this 30-minute break.